Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will learn about what is data structure architecture and what is different types of schemas is used in a data architecture, like physical schema and logical schema, and what are the different types of characteristic and all the even, all the characteristics in that schema. So let's get started. The schema is a logical container or a structure that organizes and defines the structure of database, defines how the data is organized, what data types are used, and what constraints are applied, and the relationship between the different pieces of the data. The schema acts as a blueprint for the database, ensuring the data integrity and consistency and efficiency of the data retrieval. An illustration of the customer database schema is available in a picture. In this case, we have three rows and three columns. At every row, we item have a database, while we have unique column ID, which can be contains integer values. Only character values are accepted as the input for the customer's name and address. This contributes the maintain data consistency and data integrity, as there is no other data types which can keep the database. And for the faster data retrieval through the use of unique keys. What are the different types of schemas are available in this database? There are two types of schemas are available, like physical schema and logical schema. A physical schema defines how the data is stored on the underlying hardware, including the details such as storage format, file, organ- file organization, indexing method, and data permanently. Characteristics of the physical schemas are that its primary focus lies on enhancing the storage and retrieval of data to boost their performance. Modifications made to the physical schema that demands meticulous planning and can potentially affect the overall performance of the database. For example, deciding the user use cluster, indexing on the specific columns for the faster retrieval. For the logical schema defines the database structure from logical and conceptual perspective without considering how the data is physically stored. So there are some types of logical schema like conceptual schema and external view schema. So what is conceptual schema? The conceptual schema represents the overall view of the entire database, defines the high-level structure and relationship between all database data elements. There are some examples like consider an university database with the effect entities such as student ID, address, and their date of birth. Their course ID, courses like course ID, course name, and their how many credits are available for their courses, and departments like a department ID, department name, and office phones. The relationship among them are the student can enroll the multiple courses. Each course can be taken by the multiple student. Each course is offered by one department, but the department can offer multiple courses. The focus is on the what the data represents, like a student, courses, and department, and how these entities are irrelevant through relationship like enrollment and offering. There is a second type of schema like external or view schema. An external schema defines the user-defined views of the database, focuses on the portion of the database that has relevant to the specific user roles or application. For example, in university database for student portal, we view how we'll have a student profile like student ID. student name, student address, and the courses that he or she enrolled. This view it provides the student for the access of their data. There are some characteristic of the logical schema, like it de- delineates how data is structured into tables and interconnection between those tables. Uh, and the restrictions placed on that data. There are logical schema prioritizing the data modeling and database design or consideration related to the hardware or storage specific. There are some examples that defining there are some examples like defining table, specifying primary and foreign key, and creating views of for data access. There is a instances like the information listening within the database at a specific point in a time and referred to as a database instances within the given database schema. The declaration of the variables within the table partition to that specific database. The term instance in the context denotes the current value of these variables at a particular moment in the time for that database. The figure displays the customer database in a database in the different instances. The instant one, they are the customer with the ID address with whoever as a Delhi and Jaipur. It gets the update from Bangalore. Hence, the insert two will get a different value. The instance help to accommodate the updates that taking place in the database. This is the end of the video lecture 1.